Hello everybody, and welcome to an Ikoria draft. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video and want to help me out, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with any questions or feedback. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's join the draft. Unless this person doesn't show up, in which case, we won't join the draft and we'll refilm the intro. But, Frabjous Day. Oh, yes, another companion, and this one is a sweet one. Lutri the Spell Chaser, definitely a companion that I have been on the wrong side of multiple times, and he does not ask a high deck building cost from you for all of the power that he brings. Oh my gosh, it makes sure to emphasize that it's not legal in Singleton or Brawl. But basically, Lutri can be played in a red deck, a blue-red deck, and pretty much you'll be able to play Lutri if you first pick him. And he offers a lot of power because not only is his copying ability quite nice, it does require some use of full control mode, I believe. But not only does he offer that, but he's also just a 3-drop you can play, and he's relatively free. So we're 100% taking Lutri here. I think you are supposed to take this over every common and uncommon. And he's a very sweet one to build around. The Cunning Nightbonder might actually wheel, which is kind of interesting because nobody really wants this. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor would be pretty fine, I think. We can play any combination of blue or red for Lutri. After that, I would probably take the Blitz of the Thunder Raptor to try and build around. I haven't gotten to try that yet, and it seems sweet. And then maybe I would take the Fertilid or Evolving Wilds. Well, lucky day, we get a Blitz of the Thunder Raptor second. We do want some instants and sorceries in an ideal Lutri world. And Blitz of the Thunder Raptor is a sweet one to go with this, because you can copy it. For 5 mana, you can maybe kill 2 things, and if you have some cyclers, you can cycle them away to exile a couple creatures, do a bunch of damage. Sorry, that was weird. We're going to prioritize taking uncommons over commons, because the commons we're more likely to see. So, you might be like say this was a weaker uncommon, it might be oh, maybe we would take Thieving Otter over a comparable uncommon, but because we're way more likely to see a Thieving Otter, and so therefore we don't need to prioritize it, I think Blitz is going to be good. Even though that one from the first pack might wheel, I think it's better to take than Frill Scale Mentor still. And cycling spells will be quite nice for helping to turn it on, so I'm pretty excited to try this build out. If this weren't in the pack, I think I would probably take Frill Scale Mentor for the similar reason that I would said take the uncommons, because we can get a Thieving Otter later, we can get cycling spells later, but Frill Scale Mentor could be quite good. Ooh. This is an interesting card. I haven't played with it, and it strikes me as kind of bad. If you... I think I've maybe... The reason I think it's kind of bad is because I foresee that you're going to be cycling this most of the time, and if you're casting this, it puts you down a card for the cost of when you cycle your spells, you hit something random, which isn't generally a good thing. If cycling would cause you to draw a card, instead exile cards until you exile a card that shares a type, then you may cast it without paying its cost. And then you don't draw your card from the cycling, so you just go down a card to start getting... Yeah, it's a hard do-nothing on turn 5, I agree. So I think I'm going to take the Dreamtail Heron here as just a pretty powerful, pretty potent common. We could still be red-green, but I think this is just the best card in the pack from a power level perspective, so I like taking it there. And we could just be blue-red, or we could be more of a we could still be red, blue anything or red anything, splashing these. I think here we're going to just take Essence Scatter. It's a great common. I do like Migration Path a decent amount, but we're not going to be... I haven't gotten really to play with it a ton, but we're not really going to be looking to do that in our Lutri deck. We do want to prioritize non-creature spells, like instants and sorceries, to maximize our Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Migration Path is kind of interesting. We could play blue-green and splash red. This is a kind of fearsome one to copy too, but just playing a blue-red deck straight up is also a fine option, so I think we are going to just take the Essence Scatter. And we are seeing some solid green options here. Definitely seeing maybe green signals. There's just another fine blue card, though. Another blue spell to copy with Lutri, works with our Blitz. I think going into 3 colors could be a strong option, though, because Lutri does like require singleton, so we might run out of options. So I think we are just going to take the Migratory Greathorn here, because I think it's comparable to the Gust of Wind. Hey, Setembret. It's like better than the Gust of Wind by a decent margin, and if we play blue, green, splashing red for the Blitz and like some other red removal spells, I could totally see that working. And Archipelagore is absolutely fantastic. We're just jamming that. I can't believe this is still in the pack. It's honestly just a very, very good card, and I am shocked to see it in the pack still. After that, we would probably take this Ram through, move back towards that green. We did get Lutri Sideboy Flex, pack 1, pick 1. Archipelagore is just going to be a great card, and I can't believe we're getting it pick 6. It's honestly one of the best uncommons in the set, I think, and it's very easy to splash in any deck, and is overall just terrifying to play against, so nice pickup for us. Boon of the Wishgiver. If we ever copy this with Lutri, we'll probably deck ourselves, but it's a sweet one. And again, it's an uncommon. We can cycle it to fuel our Blitz. It's also just, if we end up ramping, it'll be nice. Blue is so open. Pretty late boon. I think after that, I would take the Frost Links over the Facet Reader, though that's kind of a close one. Facet Reader could be a little bit better, maybe. And Blister Spit Gremlin's one I might actually play, because we can mutate onto it, and pinging is not irrelevant. But I'm going to just take boon here. And now we get a Frostlinks. I'm taking the Frostlinks over the Marmoset, even though Marmoset would probably be pretty good, because I'm thinking I might be blue-green, and I'm not going to splash on Marmoset. But Frostlinks is also just a fine like tempo play that I can then mutate onto later. And I can probably get a Marmoset later as well. Like, because I can only play one of each card, it's just fine. Oh man, so the Blitz Wield. Makes me feel a little bit bad about passing up that Menace guy, but we'll just take either Anticipate or Frostveil Ambush. Frostveil is a cycling card, which I do like. But I think Anticipate's just a fine one to copy with Lutri, and just a good card overall. Thieving Otter came back. I like having access to one of those. Works well with the Frostlings, with the Dreamtail Heron. And overall, just another good card. No delay today, that's good. That is good. And we got our Facet Reader. Our deck is looking amazing. We did get an Anticipate. So I guess we'll just take the Raptor. And Gust of Wind came back. Yeah, our deck is unbelievably open. Look how many spells we have. It's unbelievable. And Keep Safe, we're not going to play Keep Safe, but it's a fine card to get. We're not playing the second Facet Reader. We're 100% companioning Lutri. Well, this is a little bit cool. So we could just splash Narset. Narset is one of my favorite Planeswalkers, like theme-wise. The first Planeswalker I ever opened was a Narset. We could play blue-red and splash white. Draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, deals damage to that card's converted by cost, Dark Creature or Planeswalker. What else would we take out of this pack? Like a Cloud Piercer or a Wingfold or a Skybonder. Or we could like take a Glowstone Recluse and try to play green. I mean, we're totally taking Narset here. Yeah, and we can just have to like slightly commit to playing white.
Mystical is merely the result of practice.
Okay, folks, how deep do we go? Genesis Ultimatum copied with Lutri. And then we play 3 colors. We're not playing the Frenzied Raptor here. So we play blue-green, splashing red, white, and red and white. It's just a draw 5 a lot of the time. But it's very sweet, so I think we're going to try it. It's like, we could take a Neutralize, which would probably be slightly better, but we're going to just go for gold here. Ambition is whatever the saying is. Sweet. Taking a Swiftwater Cliffs now. Now that we know we need mana help, we're going to take the Swiftwater Cliffs over some of these other cards. We already have an Essence Scatter. We don't really need the Essence Symbiote. We're just going to be trying to get our fixing out in line here. Ambition is going to be awesome. It's going to lead to cool things. I think Avian Oddity is probably a little overrated right now. I would probably take the Capture Sphere over it. We're just going to get our lands in place now. And we can't take another Thieving Otter. We could take Ivy Elemental. It's just a fine card. Works well with all of our mutators. We're going to be playing blue-green base, so Sounds fine to me. How many creatures do we have? Not a ton, because we're kind of maximizing Blitz. But yeah, this deck is looking quite sweet. And again, no fixing here. Reconnaissance mission could be solid. It also cycles, so not the worst card to have. We could also just take Jubilant Skybonder. Elemental plus Heron. Oh yeah, Elemental plus any mutate creature is really good. Jubilant Skybonder. Spells you control with flying. This is a fine one. I think the Reconnaissance mission is a little bit better. Pack one, pick one was Lutri. Again, we'll take the uncommon. I think the 3-mana 2/2 might be a little bit better. Ooh. Rewarded to the max. We got past the neutralize anyway. So we didn't even give up anything. Evolving Wilds is perfect. I would love a Drannith Stinger. I'd love a Windscarred Crag, but we gotta take the Evolving Wilds because it can get any of our colors. Well, we can only have one of any card. And I think we're more likely to see a Windscarred Crag anyway, a little bit later, so. Because it replaces... Or maybe we are more likely to see Evolving Wilds. I'm not sure. Because nobody else really wants Windscarred Crag, but it, like... Evolving Wilds is just a common, and Windscarred Crag replaces a land sometimes. I don't know. It got passed. I guess here we're just taking the Humble Naturalist. Or we'll just take Greater Sandworm. I think Naturalist is probably a little bit better. Because we are kind of ambitious with our mana. I think we'll take Aegis Turtle now over the Mole. I don't really want to mill things. Because I already think I might run out of cards. And I don't want to mill like my sources I'm getting with Evolving Wilds. This card wheeled? Of course it did. We're not going to play Sleeper Dart, but we'll take it anyway, I guess. Capture Sphere is a fine pickup. Oh, each non-land card. So yeah, Evolving Wilds is definitely the pick there then. Thank you, Sad Boy Flex. Because we might get away with just playing one Plains. And so this can get a Plains, or any of our main colors. This deck is awesome. Honestly, Blazing Volley might be playable just because when you copy it with Lutri, dealing 2 to all of your opponent's creatures can actually be like a viable strat. Okay. Pack 3 comes around and we see this card, which doesn't really line up with all of our colors very well. It gets green and white, I guess, but that's not really ideal. There's also just Obosh. Like, we wouldn't play it as our commander, our companion, but double that damage with our Lutri. We don't really have a ton of odd cost. Double damage with some things. It's also just a creature that works well to be mutated onto, I think. You can't copy non-creatures. You can't copy creatures. I think we'll just take the Obosh here. Well, this is a perfect pickup. We can Mythos of Illuna and copy Mythos of Illuna, which is just sounding fantastic here. We are already planning on playing Temur. If our mana holds up. We only have 2 sources of fixing right now. I guess 3 because of the Great Horn and the Naturalist kind of helps, but not really for this sort of thing. If red green was spent, we could also just not play the Narset, which would be sad, but something we could easily do. Yeah, we're 100% taking this spell. Thank you, Sad Boy Flex. And then next we would have taken the Shore Shark over the Glimmerbell, I think. Well, we can't play this guy. We could play this though. Do we have any black mana? Are we planning on playing any black mana? We could also just take the Startling Development as a cycler. Naturalist can't tap for non-creatures. I could see taking this or just taking like the Startling Development. But let's just try the rare. And now Zenith. We don't really have any cyclers. We do have a lot of spells though for this Spell Eater Wolverine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we have a decent number of spells for it, so it's probably worth taking over Escape Protocol. We aren't in the market for Jungle Hollow. He's already got one. You've already got one? Yes, it's very nice. It's from like Monty Python. I think we just take the Spell Eater Wolverine. And now Glimmerbell over the Sanctuary Smasher. I think Smasher's fine, but I just want 2-drops so I don't get run over. We have great value in the late game anyway. Booyah. We did it. We needed this land so badly. We're not splashing this Narset. It's so sad. But we do have a Genesis Ultimatum to make up for it. It's still sweet. Thank you, the Anarchal. I appreciate it. We're going to take this over Ram through, which is sad because Ram through is good with Lutri, but we need the land. Well, this is a gift. Pretty late one. And then we have one more pick to find another land, which I would love to see. Forbidden Friendship would also be pretty solid, but Primal Empathy definitely to pick up. And now Greater Sandworm. Nice top-end creature to get. Unfortunately, did not get there in the land count. Ooh. Green and white. We can't splash Narset. We don't have the fixing. In some types of builds I would, but we can't. In this one. We'll just take Adventurous Impulse, I think. Helps us find our splash colors and stuff. I don't even remember seeing this pack. What did I take out of this pack? Oh, this was the one I took Mythos of Brokos out of? Charge of the Forever Beast is medium. I think we just take this card. I don't love the... Ooh, and now we get the cycling card. I really wanted that one. That's great. And we get our 05. Not going to play it though. Wilt. We might play it. It cycles. Can't play that. Unfortunately, we cannot play the Narset, but when we opened the Narset, we didn't know we were going to get the Genesis Ultimatum. So Narset was actually a reasonable splash at that point in time. So if we... Yeah, the Narset's actually kind of cute, because like, Narset discarding Genesis Ultimatum, how much damage does that do? Creature or Planeswalker, oh, so we can't kill players with it. Do we want Blazing Volley for the combo with Lutri? Wait, where's Lutri? There it is. Lutri is our commander. We have a lot of expensive cards at the top end. I don't think we want Reconnaissance Mission, maybe. Mythos of Brokos isn't great for us either. I think it was worth taking, but we can't afford to splash black. And I don't think it's as good in our deck because we don't have a ton of permanents. I guess we have 14 creatures, so it's not the worst. We're going to cycle that most of the time. We're going to cut the just cards that are just objectively bad. Startling Development. Avian Oddity is fine. Mythos is great for us. Reconnaissance Mission. I don't think we want the Mythos of Brokos. We have a lot of good spells to copy. I don't know if we want the reconnaissance mission either. We don't really have flyers. We have 1 flyer, 2 flyers. We're going to cycle this for 1 a lot of the time. This is like a 2-drop kind of. We can cut Wilt probably. What about Trample for recon? We don't really have Trample either. I guess this is also a flyer. I just think our deck is already kind of clunky. I could still be... It's probably just too good not to play, though. Yeah, Maze of Death is fun to draft wacky decks. How good is this in our deck? Instants and sorceries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obosh is great with Spell Eater Wolverine. Not really great with a lot of our cards other than that, though. It's also just a fine card in general. Permanent or player. I don't really want to cut Obosh, but I could see it. I could see cutting Humble Naturalist, maybe. No. I don't think we want to splash Spell Eater Wolverine. I just, as Henry Rolnick says, I love Spell Eater. I just realized we're like a blue-green deck, and our only red cards are this Blitz of the Thunder Raptors and the Genesis Ultimatum. I mean, we can play this off of just 2 blue mana. We have so many blue cards that it doesn't really matter. I don't know if we want the Humble Naturalist. Like, we don't have enough creatures for it. Yeah, I mean, Obosh is in our splash color, I also realized. Like, we're not really a heavy red deck. We're splashing the Genesis Ultimatum and the Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Off of 6 sources about. So let's see. Are there any blue cards we're not playing? We're not playing an Aegis Turtle. But maybe we should. Aegis Turtle does get better thanks to us having Primal Empathy because we just want a creature in play. What else are we not playing? We're not playing Keep Safe. I think that card's just bad. We're not playing Blazing Volley because that's our splash color. We could play Wilt. I don't know why, but I always seem to play Wilt, even though it might not be great. We could play Mythos of Brokkos. These are the only cards I think that we would consider. Why not splash white for Narset? Because I think splashing for red is more effective. This card's really cool, and this card's really cool. We also have fixing for red, and no fixing for white. And also, I don't think Narset's like an insane card or anything. Like, adding mana is not, like, insane. Yeah. Okay, so we have 3 cuts to make. I like keeping all the 2-drops. I could see cutting Reconnaissance Mission. I think we're going to do that. We don't have enough creatures for it to be good. Even though it does cycle, I'd rather play Wilt, I think, just because Wilt has some synergy with Blitz and with Lutri, if I really needed it. Mythos of Brokkos is going to get cut. I have better things to cast for value. I just don't have the permanents to support it. I have 11. And then 1 more cut. I could see cut. I think I want the Aegis Turtle. So I think Wilt might be the one to go. How many instants and sorceries do I have? 6. I have 11, so Blitz is actually going to be quite good, and it's really easy to copy. So 1 more cut. 6, 5, 3. This is 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 seems like a good spot, especially because I have some expensive sinks in these cycling cards. Blitz is a kill spell. Deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instants and sorceries in my graveyard. So I like it because it's going to be really good to copy with Lutri on turn 5. Because it'll kill 2 things a lot of the time, because I'll have cycled some things, discarded things with Facet Reader maybe. I think Wilt is the one that has to go. I think I need to keep all my creatures and stuff. And yeah, that's going to do it for the deck. Pretty sweet, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to take a brief moment to shout out all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support at the credits level. And I do want to say that if you've been enjoying my content and are looking for a way to give back, even $1 a month unlocks some pretty cool rewards and helps me continue making high quality videos on a consistent basis. So for more information, be sure to check it out at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. Yeah, Greed is really fun in draft and stuff. I think we're going to start off with the Highlands. We have 2 red sources, which is all we needed. Okay, Skull Prophet, that's fine. We have a game plan, folks. I think we're going to play Otter into Greathorn on it. If they attack, we're 100% blocking. Yeah, this set, I'm enjoying this one a lot more than Theros Beyond Death. Nice. Menace and Death Touch. Pretty scary for sure. We're going to get an island, because this does need 3 islands. And we already have the other color requirements we need. They could have Ram through, but if they had Ram through, I think they would wait until after I got the land. Okay, we will get another land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're almost there. So next turn we'll do this and hold up neutralize. I'm really afraid of them mutating something onto that glowstone recluse while my shields are down. We have some decent answers though. But if they put like a Gnar onto this, I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay, that's not the end of the world. This is going to have to be a big turn for me. 5, 6. I mean, this is going to have to do work. Okay, so we're going to have to get a forest with... No, we have a second forest. We're going to have to get an island with this. Because we have red, red, green, green. think we're going to flash in Lutri to block this guy. We're double blocking because that way they don't trample over for anything. Big flips needed here. Thank goodness. It's Genesis time. Hello, Condor. Let's kill this one actually, because it's a little bit bigger. We're not going to cycle Boon. I really want to hold up Neutralize. So I think we hit them for 2, play Ivy Elemental while holding up 3 mana. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can make it a 6/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can make it a 5/5. And the next turn we can mutate Archipelagore onto it, or this one. We're fine taking 2. And this way we're holding up our Neutralize the whole time. Lutri is just a free 3, as just a 3/3 that we always have access. I mean 3/2 that we always have access to is quite good. And we get the win, and we're headed on to round 2 undefeated. Pretty sweet deck so far. Let's see how it continues to do. We're going to keep this hand. It has 3 of our colors. We have a cycler for turn 2. So I'm not worried about the stuff. %, cycling this guy. Them not having a 2-drop is great for us. We'll probably cycle the Avian Oddity as well. Target permanent. Okay. We can copy stuff they have too. Maybe we just play the Avian Oddity. We can just wait and be patient here. I don't really like playing the Lutri for no value right now because we're not going to be on a beatdown plan here. Like, if we can play Lutri and use Mythos with Lutri, it's insane. And we're not even that far from doing that. Oh, I was like, I thought people were saying to play Lutri there. Yeah. Okay, here we can anticipate with Lutri. I think that's much better than trying to do anything too fancy. Like, the Mythos is going to be good no matter what, and we should be fine without copying it twice. We're 2 mana away from that anyway. So my thought is that I can anticipate and then blitz that, and they'll knock all the stuff from it. I think that's probably best. I like how it lets me respond, which is nice. Just going to fill the graveyard a little bit more. That worked out perfectly. Ah. Well, you can't win them all. So if we draw a land... No, we can't copy the counters that are on this. Okay, so we're 1 mana off of the Lutri plus copy play. That's fine. That's more than fine. Come on, land. I know you're in there. There we go. Full control, land. Do I get to fight with the second one? I feel like I should, right? Because it's like I copied the spell, right? Oh, I guess because I didn't pay blue-green. I mean red-green. Well. Oh well. I only made 2 7/7 hasters. Oh, that was amazing! Oh, Lutri's so much fun. I was like, oh, maybe I won't get to 7 mana to do this, but it worked out in the end. Welcome. We will keep this hand on the play. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll cycle Boon. Fuel the graveyard a little bit. Ooh, they also have a commander. Oh, it's our nemesis, Karuga! Everyone always plays Karuga, and I always think it's so bad. Look how far ahead we're going to be. It's just like, oh my gosh, this game is over. I can literally play Primal Empathy knowing that they can't have anything. You need to see that like 10 more times. Karuga! We're not going to attack because they could have Divine Arrow. No, they can't have Divine Arrow. What am I saying? They can't have anything that costs less than 3 mana. They're so dead. We're going to hold up Anticipate and Essence Scatter. / Facet Reader looting. We're playing Teamer, Lutri, Value. We don't need Frost Links. Impulse. We would love an island here. Sadly, this goes to the bottom, but we do have an Evolving Wilds to shuffle it back in at some point. We're just going to hold up Neutralize for the Karuga or whatever they play this turn. And we can just loot if they don't do anything. They can't even cast Karuga. Anticipate first. It's gotta be Blitz. Ooh, yeah. So we have 6 mana now. So we're just gonna hold up this. And if they do try to play Karuga, we can kind of wreck them. Hello, Levin Huygen. That was bad. Levin Nguyen. I'm really bad at pronouncing that. It's like win, right? That's how you pronounce it? It's like win. Yeah. Levin win. Welcome. Gonna end turn here. We can't actually mutate the Great Horn. They probably have... Okay, they don't... I don't worry about that one. Okay. That's fine. We'll kill that with our Blitz comboed with Lutri. Oh. Well. Non-token creature dies, put 2 cards into the graveyard. They are so dead. Welcome, Asteroid Dawn. You came at a good day, because this deck is amazing. They aren't going to have a creature in play for a while, I'll tell you that much. Okay, we will discard the startling development because we'd probably cycle it anyway. We have the blue mythos that rewards you for splashing green and red. You missed the game where we copied Archipelagore twice, thanks to copying our mythos with Lutri. Our 7/7 flying Archipelagore. Ooh, ba-da, ba-da. I put this card into play. Maybe I was supposed to put the Great Horn into play instead, and then cycle the Avian Oddity. That was probably better. I still can't cast Karuga. They can't have any of the best removal spells. Why was I afraid of Divine Arrow earlier in the game? Alright. Sure, I don't want that to happen. Like, they're single spelling the whole game. And I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. Primal Empathy is great, yeah. Especially when you have a companion to, like, almost always be able to have a creature. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think we're just going to cast Dreamtail Heron. Actually, let's cast the Sandworm. Yeah, we also have the Teamer Ultimatum. I think this is better because then we can give this flying next turn. Ugh. Wow, that sounds sweet, Freakhorn. Wow, Karuga's finally hitting the table. Welcome to the party, says Lutri. Lutri's so cool. One of my favorite cards in the set for sure. No! Luckily they don't gain the life, so they're just dead here. I just like the value. I know it's unnecessary, but it's so sweet. So sweet. Yadaro is awesome. It's also oftentimes worth just holding to cast it as a 7 mana 8/8 haste. But it would be sweet to cycle it a ton. There's the ultimatum. I done messed up. One could also say whoopsie-daisies, because I could have just attacked with everything and avoided that completely. The punt is real, shall we say. Not a huge deal, though. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I missed lethal by a lot. It was all part of my game plan here. They're still dead in the air. I don't deck myself with ultimatum, so... So I'm going to have 5 cards left in the deck. No! I wanted to cast it! Oh well. We're into Platinum 2! Huzzah! See you folks in the next round. To round 4, I think. We'll just start looting to find our green sources. We have the... Yeah, I don't think it's good as a companion. We do have this Adventurous Impulse option later on. Yeah, Asteroid. It's going to be great. We're going to loot and play Anticipate. This card's going to be a problem for them over the course of the game. We'll take Boon. It looks like a slow matchup. I don't think I'll need this, but I could. I already have 2 more lands, so let's just take the links. We're just gonna cycle Startling Development and loot. No, that's really that's really not a good thing to do, Sad Boy Flex. Thanks, Asteroid. Cycle first, we get more info. They discarded a hand size? So now they kind of have to like bounce this or get rid of it some way. Probably going to get rid of the Frost links. Unless they play a creature, in which case maybe we'll keep it. Oh, Yorion, welcome. Sure. I think we'll take a swing at drawing a land here. Oh man, rough. Not the end of the world. We'll put the counters on the links because we're more likely to mutate the links. And we're going to get a island. They have a lot of mana. We'll just draw 4. If they have Essence Scatter, we're chillin'. If they have the uncommon counterspell, we're less chillin', but it's way less likely. They did hold up a lot of mana here, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Heck yes. We'll let them get their Divine Arrows out of their system. Next turn we can go Glimmerbell, Gust of Wind to Yorion, pull way ahead on tempo. Perfect. That's fine. I feel like they had a counterspell. Okay. New plan. Okay, so we now have a forest. So we can play our Aegis Turtle, cycle our Chaser. So how much mana do we have? We have 4, 8 mana. So we want to be able to go 3, 4, 5. Which means Glimmerbell. I think we'll start with Glimmerbell. Because then we get the discount on our Gust of Wind, and that's a 5 mana combo. They probably have a counterspell for a creature, yeah. Yep. Wrecked. A bummer. Thank you, Kendall Mac, for the follow. I appreciate it. Didn't work out the way I was hoping, but we're still fine. We can give this guy flying. We can mutate this. We're not trying to attack because we just want to make sure they don't do anything to get this otter through our defenses. But I just don't really think the damage matters right now. We can't mutate onto the Facet Reader. Four, 8. Mutate onto the turtle. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll use Capture Sphere on Yorion. Sure. We're going to maybe get a little bit greedy here. I think using the Avian Oddity for value and then being able to tap this would be really good. We're not going to loot because we don't want to deck ourselves. That didn't work out. Maybe we do want to loot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 mana. So we can just do this. I don't really care about the extra card. We're going to decline. We have a lot of spells and we just don't want to deck. That's part of the reason we didn't put on the Heron. We're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. We don't want to run out. Sure. This thing can untap itself at will. We're going to capture Sphere of the Checkpoint Officer probably. Sure. I go to 5. I think we just have to tap the Yorion. It's too risky. That was fine tapping. You can't block it, buddy. Next turn we can untap this to attack with it and stuff. We'll untap it on blocks for sure. They might forget that it's there. But we just don't have enough blue mana to untap it to attack with, and then we'll back on D. We have 7 power of flying. They can't block this guy unless they use this tapper. And we have neutralized to keep us safe. We're drawing 2 cards a turn, so we're not going to deck. No, that's their name. And us having a counterspell means this game is pretty much over. So this thing will be a 3/4, this will be a 2/3, this will be 2/3, this is fine. I am A-okay with that. It doesn't get vigilance, right? It does not. And we have a counter spell up, and they're dead on the crackback. Oh, no, no, no. When you say that, all I imagine is Ducky from the Land Before Time saying that. Oh, no, no, no. I have a long neck. I think opponent is not okay with the untap. Oh, man. It was a really close game. Their Yorion did so much work. The Liger would have been like really brutal if I didn't have like a counterspell backup. I hope they don't just rope out. That would be a bummer. Yeah, they did misplay. They were in trouble though. Like, this thing was basically vigilant, so it was going to hit them for 4. They couldn't really block the Great Sandworm, so they had to spend this every turn doing that. And this guy was going to be able to attack too, so they were pretty much in rough shape. The suicide attack with the Otter was really quite poor, but other than that, I mean, they are probably a newer player, so. We're not going to let ourselves die to Will of the All Hunter, even though we do have a counterspell for it. They're dead. There's nothing they could have. Especially with counterspell. Unless their last 2 cards are both gain 4. Oh yeah, we're just going to pound the nail into the coffin, as it were. Oh, we could have copied the Yorion. Yeah, I just wanted to win the game. Boom. Got the win. See everybody in the next round. Beautiful mana, just 3 of a kind. No Narset. The Narset wasn't first pick. We first picked Lutri. We got the Narset pack 2, I think. But then we immediately got past Genesis Ultimatum. And then I think we got the copy card. How many sources would you have for just an ultimatum splash? I mean, I'm not just splashing this one. I don't know if I would. I mean, if I was playing like a blue-green deck, I'm sure I could find stuff. Let me think. Maybe 6. I don't know. It's really hard to justify. It depends on how late game your deck goes and stuff like that as well. Hello, Purple Rainer. Hello, Kendall Mack. Sure. It was a bit spewy with the Frostlings, but I kind of just want to have it in play. It's like I don't have anything to do with my mana right now. Not punished for going shields down for a moment. Yeah, we're about to take over. The Black Mythos. Yeah, the Black Mythos is just a removal spell. That's fine. Boon of the Wishgiver is really nice. Yeah, we don't want that in play. That's going to be a real problem. That guy's just going to make it really painful to do anything. So, if we draw an island, we can, I think, over. And so we want to get our mountain here because we have less mountains. We have 2 mountains and a bunch of islands. So if we draw an island, we can just play our Genesis Ultimatum next turn. Which maybe means we should cycle Boon, but I don't think that's going to be what I do. I think I'll just have both. It's 9 cards, but you know. I'd rather just have the option of casting this next turn. Ah, Mosscoat Goriak. They're playing the Vigilance payoff card. They gotta be. No, you can only copy your spells. It would be way too broken. Like, even as it is, it's really good. Okay, now we're gonna do the cycling thing. No, we aren't. We're still fine. Our 3/4s holding down the fort. They're just playing it in their deck, eh? If their last card is removal, it's a little bit rough. Oh, we're fine. We did not find an island, you're right. We can cycle to give this flying. Let's do it. Primal Empathy will draw us 2 cards, but it'll still be great. We still have the Thunder card, which is going to be good, I think. They have a lot. They've drawn a lot of lands. They've gotten pretty unlucky with that. Got the win. Kahira keeping that Fertilite alive. That's what she does. Whew, that was a good one. The Genesis Ultimatum putting 4 permanents into play was pretty nice. Yeah, I'll see you folks in the next round. Come. You heading out?
Looks good. I'll see you later, Dad.
Okay, I'll text you.
Lunch meat, bread, milk, yogurt, etc.
Smart.
Trader Joe's and Whole Foods.
Excellent. Perfect. Did I start the recording? I did start the recording. Whew. ZKWYZ. We have our anticipate to be clutch for us. Having Lutri makes our entire hand slowly like drift to the left. They must be missing lands. I don't know why you wouldn't want to play this on turn 2. Wow, our choice of the litter. We will take a forest to enable our primal empathy. Only the finest. And then next turn we can go Avian Oddity, and then we can go Gust of Wind plus Lutri to copy it, and then we can hold up our Neutralize. Wow, they're really looking for those red manas. They choose Flying. Do I have a recording or for a video editing program? Thank you, Wide Peepo sub, for the subscription. I appreciate it. I use Shotcut myself, but I don't think it's a very good program overall. It's very clunky. Like, I'm not criticizing it. It's fine for basic editing stuff, but I don't know. If you were going to do actual editing, I'd probably recommend something else. I just don't really use it. We're not going to block. We'll take 2. Because we're going to plan on using Gust of Wind twice. And we don't want to lose our creature because we want to draw an extra card. Or get a counter. Counter is also nice. I'm just going to cast Dreamtail Heron. If they attack again, I think they probably have Divine Arrow. But even if they do, we can go block. Pacifism I don't care about. Yeah, I'm not really... Shotcut's not great for editing, that type of thing, I don't think. If they have 2 Divine Arrows, this is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, this is more than okay with me. I wonder why they're targeting the 3-4 rather than the 3-5. Okay, so we got insane value there. They 2-for-1 themselves on both counts. And we can just flash Lutri in to get that bonus card draw. I meant to do that on end step, but we're just drawing 2 cards here, so we are fine giving up a little bit of Lutri value. I'll see you later, Dad. Opponent has scooped it up. Got another W. We're 6-0. And I'll see you folks in the final round. I keep it. This card is kind of more of a late game spell, but we have all our colors and all is well with the world. Pacific time, but I usually do it around like... We'll cycle this. We're gonna be just play it slow here. Yeah, so I usually start around like 10 a.m. Pacific time. This is a problem. I think we've only drawn lands this game. Oh no, we drew the boon, I think. Yikes. We need one more spell. In Germany it's 10 p.m., yeah. People are all over the world. I'm not from Chicago. I am from California. Well, that worked out. Yeah, I figured they had that guard. This is fine. Come on, deck. Oh well. We can just draw our ultimatum and it'll be fine. Magic is easy, just draw what you want, obviously. We can start discarding these lands. I'll just block like this. I want to keep my facet reader around. Sure. So now we just have to find an answer for that, which we do have. We have Capture Sphere in our deck. Archipelago would be fine. I mean, skill. Yeah, obviously. Pre-recorded. Use it going wild. It's a trap. Hilarious. Okay, so yeah, they hit us. We still have 16 cards left. We're going to keep the development. They will chump. Four, 5. All I need is Capture Sphere. I guess we'll take that for now, but we'll probably cycle this Greater Sandworm if we don't find Capture Sphere. Though we might need the Sandworm to win the game, so that's only a real last resort. Well, that's a bummer. Another chump blocker. Um, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we really 1 mana off? Shoot. Gosh darn it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. We needed 1 more mana. Gosh darn it. That's a bummer. Yeah. That was so close. We were 1 mana off there. Shoot. We still have our Capture Sphere. Are you kidding me? I have 6 cards left. Sure. Oh, shoot, I forgot that I was drawing a card there. Oh, no. No! I'm losing to my own primal empathy. We are going to deck now. I forgot. If I hadn't fetched the basic land out of my deck, I would have won. I did the math wrong. I forgot that this was all on top of an otter. Oh my gosh. It really comes down to all that. Three for 5. That's literally the difference. That is the difference between victory and defeat. Would I have had enough? This would have been chumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I would have been 1 short anyway. I think I was 1 short because I think this was a 2-2. This was the Frostlings. This was 5. They would have chumped the 8. 1, 6, 7, 8. I think they could have chumped and lived maybe. Oh man. We were so close. We were just digging and digging and digging, and our Mythos was 1 card short. And also didn't have lifelink because it was a counter. Oh man. That was a crazy one. Whew. Well, tough loss, but we still have another chance at it, so see you folks in the next round. Welcome to attempt 2 at the 7-win run. That was like a game where we were so far behind and then we almost made a sweet comeback. Thieving Otter into Avian Oddity. We haven't had that yet, but it's a really good combo. It's really good. We're going to cycle the Startling development here. We just don't need it. And we want to make sure we hit our lands. They also kept finding like 1 more chump blocker. Like that Farfinder top deck stopped us from pulling off our combo too. You think you're safe, opponent. You are not. We have tap lands, so we'll wait on what we play, but... Yes, Abzan. Card 38. And Archipelagor was also really far down there. Give us an island. That is not an island. Sure. We're probably going to cycle this neutralize. Powers up our blitz a little bit. The otter is doing work. Too many cards. Too many cards. Ah. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna have to discard that forest, but not the end of the world. Sure. I think this is important because the blue source we need for stuff. This is so many cards per turn. We're gonna deck. It's horrible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep attacking. We're not going to deck yet. I can't believe... I think we were still maybe a point of damage short, but it feels crazy bad to lose to... We're going to try to copy this. If they have removal in response, they have removal in response. But we have so many cards. And I think they might just have double Divine Arrow. Because otherwise I don't know why they'd let us untap. We're not going to ultimatum. We don't want to deck, and we have so much to do in our hand already. Oh, that's a bummer. They cycled it so that they could win the fight, essentially. Oh my gosh. We're running out of actual win conditions. But we're going to have to just play Lutri as a creature, I think. And that'll be fine. Might seem weird to me to do it onto the ground creature, but there could come a time when we don't want if they have another Blade Banish, I swear it's gonna suck. Do they have ram through or something? I feel like they might have ram through. That's why the only reason I could see them doing that. Had to get Lutri into play. Whew. Crazy game. Unreal. Finally got to the 7 wins with Lutri. I think we might have we thinned one too many cards with our Migratory Greathorn in that previous game, and we were 1 mana short at different times, but crazy game. crazy match and crazy draft overall. If you did make it to the end of this video and you're watching on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future uploads, and leave a comment in the comment section down below to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Leave a hashtag Singleton Squad to let me know you made it all the way till the end, because the loot tree was super good, our deck was incredible, and or hashtag ultimate loot tree, because we had ultimatum and loot tree, so ultimate loot tree to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Yeah, to avoid milling out. I thought you were saying that was saving the ultimatum to avoid milling out or something, but yeah, that is going to do it for this video, though. If you would like to catch the Twitch stream, you can find it at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you would like to join the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. And if you would like to join the free community Discord server, be sure to check that out in the link below and in the pinned comment. That is going to do it for this draft, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.